Welcome to the Casual Experience.
Gentlemen, you're welcome to the podcast. This is the Casual Experience MMA podcast, where we bring you everything mixed martial arts, combat sports, and the rest of them. On this episode, we'll be putting our searchlight on PFL Africa 3 that happened in faraway Kigali, Rwanda over the weekend, where 8 semi-final bouts took place. And by December of this year in Cotonou, 4 belts to be won. This is Ucheya on the show this afternoon with Ferdinand, the MMA professor. How are you doing?
Thanks a lot for having me today. The podcast was dope anyway.
Over the weekend, we had the PFL Africa 3 in Rwanda.
Exactly.
We are 4 titles. We are up for grabs. Semi-finals anyway. Yeah. And the final will be in Cotonou by the end of the year. Yeah. What's your feel about the PFL Africa 3?
Well, the PFL has actually...
The whole organization and all that.
The PFL has come to stay, and they came with a different ball game, not focused on the PFL Global. They've got to realize that Africa is bigger than most especially the United States, and getting the populations and the seriousness in it. And here is really, really affordable. Getting the prize money of 100,000 is the biggest prize money you've ever seen in any promotion in Africa. $100,000, seriously, it's a big one for a fighter and a team to have. So, bringing it in different regions of Africa has actually made the promotions massive. Taking it to South Africa, Cape Town, Johannesburg, and now moving it to Kigali, and from there taking it back to Benin Republic is gonna make it more popular and more serious than anything. Just imagine moving it to in each and every countries of Africa. You're promoting every good fighters from that region, from that country, especially fighters from the EFC, which happens to be in South Africa, and now bringing those interested from Rwanda that actually love the MMA, which are not well promoted. These will actually make them know that since we can have this in our country,
that means it can encourage the development of other fighters. We saw fighters from almost every Africa. We saw them from Algeria, from Rwanda, Uganda, Cameroon, Guinea-Bissau, Nigeria, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Senegal, and all those places. Now we had an incident over the weekend. We thought Ocheme and Sankara's fight was going to headline the event.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then we just woke up to realize that the 2 fighters were disqualified for not making weight. Rather, their fight became a catchweight fight. Even though Ocheme, who we chose, we predicted to win Sankara, Sankara. The replacement of that fight was between Alain Majoric of Cameroon and Mohamed Kamara of Guinea. I think it's from Guinea. I want to ask what led to these guys missing weight?
Well, like I said,
the fight you knew would happen in 2 months' time. You won a semi-final bout in Johannesburg, PFL 2. You had 2 months to prepare. How would you miss like 10 pounds?
Well, like I said, I think it's negligent actually cost it, because when you have fighters that are comfortable, that don't really take what they do seriously, you tend to have things like this happening constantly. Because when you see the UFC guys cutting weight, you tend to feel like, wow, this guy is so serious about this. When you have the competitions, people that are there to replace you under any circumstance, they are waiting for you to run from the fight. They will slide in because they want to be in your place. They want to take what you have. Just imagine Ocheme getting qualified from the quarterfinals down to the semifinals and losing it out for what? For a weight cut. 10 kg is too much for a fighter to be above while fighting Sankara, who is supposed to be on the same weight class. I think the punishment they've already got from the PFL is enough, because losing out of that money, they will never forgive themselves till they pass out. So I think the PFL did well in making them know that this is business and the fight game is here to stay, and if you're not ready for it, you'll get replaced, because everyone is replaceable. So
I see that one was not enough. We also saw Wasi addition of Nigeria mixed with 2, but on this. With this one, he fought because he was told to forfeit 20% of his earning to
Joseph Dwight, right?
Joseph Dwight of Liberia, which he won actually. I'd like to say that Additional
Yeah.
is going to the finals. He's been
Yeah.
fighting maybe the replacement
Yeah.
for Abdulrazak Sankara in the final.
Yeah.
Now, enough of the featherweight. Let's talk about the bantamweight.
Yeah, sorry for taking you back. Kudos to Joseph Dwight too. Not all fighters that want to fight the same guy. For him to take the fight, regardless of the weight advantage from Wasi Additional, he's really a tough fighter.
If you had said no, what would have happened?
I feel like they would have replaced Adesina because you have to be comfortable. You are aware of the weight cut on time, so it's for him to even give him the opportunity to. He's a real tough dude. I really like him for that. Yeah.
Moving on to the bantamweight category, we have Nkosi Ndebele, who this fight now became the
second highlight. Yeah,
it became the main event since Ocheme failed to become the main event. So Ndebele is South African, fought Simba Hokonya of Zimbabwe, two brothers from the southern part of Africa, and Ndebele won by split decision.
Yeah,
you watched this one?
Yeah, I did. Ndebele actually showed that he's not a novice in the MMA because he has been fighting in the EFC, and EFC happens to be the biggest fighting promotions in Africa. Now the PFL came in, has opened the door for all the existing promotions in Africa to participate in it. He happens to have more experience because you could see the way they match up and how he got serious and how he was able to show some little bit of resistance from the onset. You could see that Ndebele was going to actually win the bout because for you to
but we split the decision. He was not outrightly
dominated. He didn't actually dominate. Yeah,
because if you look at Hokonya's record, he came with 6 and he had never lost a fight.
Who wouldn't want to be serious in that $100,000? That's what I'm talking about. They have to have something to propel you in order for you to come up. Yeah, I need this, but I need it more than you do. So that's why most of the bouts actually got to 3 rounds. So
Ndebele will be fighting of the Algerian Karim Henniene because he defeated Bule Godogo of the RC. It was a 3rd round knockout. I just love watching North Africans fight. They have a way of making the fight exciting. I watched PFL Mina. Yes, I liked PFL Mina because the North Africans and the Middle Easterners, the guys from the Middle East and North Africans, they gave us something wonderful to watch. There were plenty of submissions, rear naked choke. Most of the fight did not go to the decision.
Yeah, they are well disciplined when it comes to that. Like I said previously, they take it as a hobby.
That's why even the last AK we watched, AK 10, you saw how the two North Africans,
Wadisa and
Amadani, how they
dominated the Nigerian fighters. They actually showed
first round defeats, rear naked chokes.
Yeah, just like Champions League, Madrid playing Aimba United. So it's going to be like that, flawless victory.
So in this bout now, the bantamweight for final, Karim Henniene versus Nkosi Ndebele. Who are you going for?
Karim Henniene is a technical guy. He's also a grappler, a wrestler. And he comes out with a last bouts he had in the PFL Rwanda was something people actually didn't expect of him, but he advertised himself and showed that there's more to that, and he has tanks too. So I'm going to give it to Karim seriously, regardless of Ndombele having more experience in the fighting.
This is where I have my second fighter of the night. I watched Shido, my second best fight of the night. Shido Esperança of Angola. He came in with a 10-1 record in MMA. He fought Octave Ayinda. It was he defeated Octave Ayinda. I love this bout so well. Shido Esperança will now face Yabna Nchala of Guinea-Bissau, who defeated Emilios Dassi of Cameroon in the bantamweight, in the welterweight division. Also in the heavyweight is my favorite weight. I love this fight. Maxwell Nana against Justin Clark. Love the fact that Justin Clark punched the hell out of.
I told you something.
I
said something earlier. Just like Jiri Praska versus Roundtree, and I said
That I couldn't get to.
Roundtree was unable to make it down to Roundtree because of the bout. So, and still the same thing that happened. He was unable to make it out of the Roundtree. The fact that the Roundtree was just like a full stop. Yeah, I've got
my best guy in this whole card is Justin Clark. I don't know why I just like him. I like the fight. I like the way he fought. I like his size. Watching this fight, these two men were just where we are
all over each other.
Humongous men, very big men.
Yeah, 6'4",
they are throwing their punches. So Justin Clark winning this bout, he'll be facing Jason Abraham Babley in the final because Abraham Babley defeated Nigerian, South African, British, Joffrey Hilton.
It's. I feel like
Abraham Babley just ran through Hilton. It was a first round TKO. He didn't give him a chance.
He shows that, man, we Africans, we have good fighters. Just like what Ngannou said previously to the Joe Rogan Experience, where he told him that there are much better fighters in Africa that can beat him easily. So people call him the strongest man, the most dangerous man, But there are much fighters in Africa that are better off. So I just want you to let that sink in.
So let me run down the whole categories. In the featherweight, it will be Ale Majoric of Cameroon. He will be fighting Wasio Deshina of Nigeria. The bantamweight is Nkosi Ndebele and Karim Henyen of Algeria. And in the welterweight, it will be Shido Esperanza and Yabna Inchala. Heavyweight, it is Justin Clark of South Africa, my guy, against Abraham Babley. Wow. This bout looks so interesting to watch. It's something I'm looking forward to. But before we go, let me talk about the featherweight showcase. The cutting razor of the evening. We had James Opio of Rwanda versus Isaac Omeda of Uganda. Like I said, it was a drab match to watch. I didn't like the fight. It was just dragging. They got tired, but they couldn't even hit themselves.
What do you expect from the region? They're just getting much awareness of the MMA. Recently, most countries are just registering fighters from their countries that, I love this, let me partake in it. Like I said, this has created more opportunities for our boys in Africa. South Africa used to be the base and of MMA fighters, and having to have the PFL Africa has created more opportunities, and having it in Rwanda will create more awareness in the region for them to participate in it. And the last time was in South Africa, now Rwanda, now moving it down to Benin Republic. So those that are underground fighters will have more opportunities to showcase their talent and skill to the world. So I feel like the PFL has come to show them that your dreams can come true. Sure. So that's just.
And finally, the alternate heavyweight bout between Abdoulaye Kane and Emmanuel Mukan ended with a 28 second KO. I watched Abdoulaye Kane fight in AKO 7 in Lagos at Landmark. That was the first time I saw him. Never saw him. And I didn't know he had this other part of him. He's very big to have that kind of kick. Like, as a big man, I was thinking he wouldn't be able to lift his leg that high. But he hit him on his neck.
On his neck, And
Mukan fell and just like he was unconscious.
You have to be unconscious. He wants the money more than him, so that's just it.
I want to see Abdoulaye Kane fight some more in the
like previously, nobody knows about him. That nobody believes that he can be this popular. You need to do something different from what has been done before. So for him to come up with a first round KO and a kick and a heavyweight, nobody actually expected that of him. So him now there's going to be a prize on him now.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, nobody expected him to come up with that marvelous strike, and his values actually increase with the victories he gets. So with this now, and I'm going to give kudos to him for actually training more in order for us to showcase himself to the world. So
we've seen the featherweight. We PFL now Africa.
Yeah.
We've given us finals in the featherweight, bantamweight, welterweight, and heavyweight.
Yeah.
Maybe next season we'll have other categories like light heavyweight, flyweight, lightweight, and featherweight. The other weight, the other
light
one.
Heavyweight, middleweight,
yes,
welterweight.
We have featherweight here, bantamweight, welterweight, heavyweight. We don't have light heavyweight. We don't have lightweight. We don't have middleweight, and we don't have flyweight.
Yeah.
So these weights
Weight
might come
classes,
up.
yeah.
Yes, might come up next season.
Yeah.
So for you, finally,
Yeah.
PFL Africa,
Yeah.
what does that portend to Africa MMA? Because
Yeah.
no other MMA, African MMA
Yeah.
can give this amount of money, $100,000. They said whatever happens in PFL Europe and MENA is going to happen in Africa. Actually, say the finals of PFL Africa, Europe and MENA,
Yeah.
the winner gets $100,000, the same as Africa. How does that redefine African MMA?
Well, like
Is this the biggest MMA in Africa?
yeah, as it stands, it's the biggest MMA in Africa. You could see the amounts fighters got from AKO, fighters going to get from AFC. Fighters are all, what are they getting from Eric Favre and EFC and
Akalaka.
yeah, different promotions in Africa. So these actually came big. They didn't come here to compete with Africa. They came to create more opportunities for different promotions.
Sure.
Because you can see fighters from different promotions coming to partake in the PFL, just like a bounty. You know, you come up and create more bounty and give you what you want and everything. All we want from you is fight. You know, which is actually you know. So, and I like the way they're moving the fights. Not like he's focused on
it was from
region.
South Africa. He went to Rwanda, East Africa. Now he's going to Cotonou in West Africa.
Who knows?
One day we go to North.
Who knows exactly?
Maybe Algeria or Morocco.
Nobody knows.
I think it should be Morocco first because Morocco is hosting everything in the world.
No doubt. You know?
Morocco has to be the next place.
Either Morocco or Algeria, down to Egypt too. Nobody knows. So I think they are coming up with the different ball games other than.
We must say kudos to PFL Africa for what they did. The promotion to these bows, like a month ago, they started giving us contents every day. You just knew that something big was going to happen in Africa, and PFL Africa really delivered. They made Africa proud, and I must give thanks to. I must say big thank you to Rwanda.
And I have a complaint about the visual display wasn't that clear.
It's I think something happened on the day of broadcast, but then we have to look beyond. Since they did it in PFL Africa 1, 2, we knew what they could do. It was just a glitch on that day, but beyond that glitch, looking beyond it, what they did prior to the event showed how resilient, how well prepared, how planning can make things happen. It was as if we were watching an American event. They gave it their all, the promotion. There were contents almost every day. Even contents you thought could never come out. As little as something. Everybody in Rwanda was part of it. I can't remember any time an event in Nigeria is carrying the head on the heads of Nigerians. No, but this one, everybody in Rwanda, radio houses, television houses, restaurants, hotels, everybody was involved in the schools. Even the president was at the venue.
Like I said,
it's like seeing Trump in a UFC event.
He's always there.
Yes. So this one brought the Rwandan president on ground.
Maybe soon Tinubu will come to the AKO. So
okay, it's on that Tinubu note that the podcast comes to an end. Guys, if you've come this far, it means you really enjoyed this episode. We'll be here to talk about what will happen on PFL 4 in Cotonou. Most probably we might be there. Until you see us again, it's a wrap here.
Welcome to the Casual Experience.